What's up everybody, it's Jane with Destination Bigfoot Bronco, and today we're going to be doing an install of the turn off-road third brake light chase light. So we're going to dig into it, see what's in the box, and we'll get started. Okay, first off we've got the tail light here that I custom painted in Cyber Orange and Bigfoot Blue. That'll go up top. We've got the tire carrier bracket here and extensions as well, depending on the setup that I have. And then we've got tail light adapters and some quick connect adapters and the wig-wag flash controller for the chase light, along with the extra hardware. Okay, now here is my existing setup. Got Bigfoot OBX there on the factory brake light. Okay, first we're going to come here and measure center of the tire carrier where the camera is up to where my brake light is currently sitting. And it looks like around 20 inches or so. That'll give us a baseline height of where to put the bottom of the third brake light. Okay, next, since I have these light pods here on my spare tire, I'm gonna come in here and go ahead and disconnect those lights. Then if you have a third camera or anything like that, go ahead and get that disconnected. Okay, now it's time to remove this light bracket here. And remove the excess wiring here. Okay, now that's removed, it's time to remove these lugs here to get the spare tire off. Okay, now to remove this heavy bad boy. Okay, now the tire's removed, we can go ahead and remove this plate here. This is the brake light extension from Mountain to Metal, which has been absolutely great. Okay, then after we remove these T30s, or come down here and remove these are 7/16, and this is what connects the third brake light adapter to the tire carrier. Okay, all right, now we'll remove the Mounts to Metal bracket, and as you can see there, this is why you buy American made. I've had this on for a couple years now and not the first sign of rust. Great powder coating. Okay, all right, so now you've got two cables back here. I don't know if you can see that or not. One that's connected to the third brake light and the other is connected to the reverse camera. What I'm gonna do, rather than disassemble this whole entire brake light bracket, I'm gonna go ahead and snip it, and then I can fold up the excess wiring and kind of tuck it away. Cut this right here, and she's done. Now that that's off, now's a good time to do a little maintenance and clean up the spare tire carrier. Okay, next you're going to take this plate and check and see how your bolt holes are lined up here, and you can see these are flared out versus this pattern, which is the opposite. So what you've got to do is attach one of the two brackets that they've given you over there and get that mounted first. Okay, so this is a plate that's going to work in my situation. You want to make sure that these are mounted down below like so. That way you can just screw these right into it and you don't need any backing nuts. And the plate that attaches up top here has it's set up where you can screw directly into it as well. So we'll get that started. Okay, now I've got the bottom two in. I'm just going to use this 5/32 hex here and get these bottom ones snugged up. Okay, now this plate is up. You're going to take this adapter here with the lock washer and regular washer. Take it 5/32, snug down like so, and then repeat the process on the other side. Okay, now you can take your third brake light bracket here and go ahead and line it up. You can see on the back that it's got the nut certs already tacked on, so you don't need a backing nut or anything like that. Okay, once you get this side started, then repeat the process on this side. And that will hold that in place, and then we'll just get these two here. Okay, now once you have those set in place, you can go ahead and snug up all four. Okay, next we'll get our third brake light, bring that over and line it up with the holes on either side. And get the backing nut on the back there. Then repeat the process on the other side, like so. Okay, once you have that kind of set up there, then we're going to measure to our other measurement that we had before, which was about 20 inches. And right now we're sitting at about 17 3/4. So we've got to bring this up a little over 2 inches to get it to clear the 38. Okay, now I've got that adjusted. Measure again. Looks like right where I need it. Okay, once you get those tightened up, you can come in and do the final one on the bottom here. Okay, next you're going to take this one here, this little connector, plug it in the back until it clicks, and then you're going to take your blue wire, your ground wire, to the back. And get that snug down. Then I had my Mountains to Metal medicine cabinet that I took out. We're gonna feed the wires around the other side and back through this hole here, and then run the wiring along here to the rear tail light. The good thing about this is they put a little built-in channel where you can run your wiring down through, like so. Okay, next we're going to grab the wiring that we ran down and bring it through here through the gap. Okay, then after you get your wiring run through here, got it run along behind here, then you come to your tail light. I disconnected all those little pain in the ass screws that they have in there, and you want to locate your tail light harness here, and you're going to plug in this one here. Okay, I already had a harness on here that was tied to my reverse lights, so I just plugged in the included adapter connector here, and then now all that's left is to wire these up, the green and the red. Okay, so I couldn't figure out why the reverse light wasn't coming on, and it was because the green wire to the green wasn't working there, but I connected the green to the red, and now everything is working. So now to get this kind of tucked in and get the chase lights wired up. Okay, now I've got my wires neatly tucked in here behind here. I'll put the trim piece back. Now let's get this bolted up and cleaned up. and then we'll make the connections to the front. Okay, finally got her wired up, and here is the test. Looks good. Now I've got it set up to one of my aux switches up inside the cab, so as soon as I press the button, she comes on and she's good to go.